Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. We got Dragon Quest VII continuing. Fairly deep on in to 7 here. Last time involved a lot of flying, a lot of aerial, a big old canyon. Oh, Zane, thank you very much for the sub. Yeah. But yeah, previously, we found our way through Aelus Vale, learned about the Wind Orb and the Wind Shrine, and kind of saw that with, go ahead and leave. I left myself here as a question to myself in the future. That's why I left myself here. What do I want to do with this? Excuse me, I've got a bit of a sniffle today. You might have me muted, sneezing every once in a while. Hey, Maslov, thank you very much for the sub. Okay. Fascinating, you see 68 hours and level 31. Yeah. Like, we're clearly going at kind of a slower pace due to just, like, streaming does that. But not by, like, a ton. And up here, let's quick use that. Looking a little beat. What's the quickest? Like, I want to get, we gotta get a job for Slyo. Okay, so let me go downstairs and let me talk to you about what Slyo is going to be doing and what I'm planning for Slyo. Over here at the counter, we should be able to learn about advanced vocations. So, these are the advanced vocations we have in the game. We have Monster Masher, we have Pirate. Those are the two that Slyo currently has from Thief Shepherd and Thief Sailor. We have the line that Mervin's looking at. Gladiator, Paladin gets Champion. And I talked about Druid, which is Luminary Sage. That's the current idea for what I have for Aish. But she might switch over to the last one, which is Hero. Hero is what I think I want to go into for Slyo. But you need a variety of vocations. Specifically, you need 3 second tiers of the vocations for it. And, like, Pirate and Monster Masher are easy. They have overlap. But that's the only overlap that exists within those jobs. We have to kind of choose a different direction for the last set. In addition, we have to give up the, because we're not in Monster Masher, because we're not in Pirate, we don't get their skills. I don't think it's Luminary. I want it to be something... If memory serves, Slime might have an easier qualification. I think that's 6 where we have that. Let me quick go check. Because if I go check Slyo here, yeah. We don't have Hero on the list. Armamentalist, because we're probably not going to see it unless we go for it. That's not a bad idea. We want to go into mage first if we did that, and then we'd go into the martial classes. But yeah, it's something I'm thinking about doing with Aish as well, because, like, Luminary would be one, and then I could go get, like, Sage plus Paladin, or something like that. Sage would definitely be, because Druid would also be open. I think then the idea is... I think I'll go with Mage Warrior then, because that's something we won't be doing anywhere else. I don't know if anybody who's planning on going into this class. Okay. So let's start on that. One thing about Slyo is that Slyo is the highest level, meaning that it's harder for me to go do some off-screen without affecting everybody else. Which I could do, but like I kind of like where everybody's sitting right now. We can also just accept that we're not moving on to another one, but I think Slyo can do this. So I'm gonna have Slyo become the mage. We probably won't be using many spells out of this, but poof, we get the hat. We do get the vocation, and the vocation comes with a great style. Like, please, you know. You can substitute an advanced class for an intermediate class. That is the plan, like, that's what, both, Aish and Mervin are gonna, like, gonna do. Whichever job gave me a new hat. Yeah. Alright. So, the place I want to stop at, because I had stopped over there, but I hadn't stopped over in town, is, so we did all of our stuff over in Illis Vale. We got the little orb, the wind orb, and went back to Illis Vale in the present where nobody is able to fly. There's also that tower there, and which is, interesting thing we can't go in. But, if you remember, the Cirrus were mentioned before. And so I want to just make sure I haven't missed talking to folks in here about the Cirrus, now that island is back in play. Because these are the Descendants of the Order. Oh! Alright. Are you sure about that? I mean, yeah, he's right behind me. Verily, I know many great heroes. You mean there's two of them? Sure. Meet this youth who has long sought my revival. Well? Yeah, so this is the, reason I came back here, is this person. We were charged with the vital task of protecting the Flying Stone. The shrine was attacked by the Demon King, crashed to the ground. Said the survivors continue to roam the earth. Yeah, God could probably do it. So, we know about the Flying Stone, and we know about the, or at least, like, the Wind Stone that we have. And we know about, like, it giving the Cirrus people the winds to be able to fly, but we never visited a flying shrine. I guess it's also notable, we never went to this village in the past. This appeared in an unrelated time. Ah, unusual sword and exotic armor. Let's see about our Hero 2 sequel to Heroes. That's Warrior's armor. I know a warrior when I see one. That's a warrior. It's the pink armor. You know a warrior when you see one in that pink armor. That's our Dragon Quest III warrior. That's our Ragnar armor. Hey, hello, Sir Lies-a-Lot. What's up? You what? Yeah, don't you know all your heroes? These are the warriors who rescued you from inside captivity. Remember? We're gonna have a word over in private. Top secret stuff about the end of the world. Okay. You ain't need to know. You don't need to know it. Alright, we blew this dude's cover, and now we're like, hey, come on. Come on, I had a good thing going, come on. Why you gotta do that? Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, like... I just sort of... Oh, okay, Anora, like, saw me, believed, oh, you're the coolest warrior, just thrust it on me, A blast of magic. Bonafide hero. It went to my head. Now I'm like too deep. I'm way too deep. You gotta help me. I'm so deep. Please don't tell anyone I'm a fake. Alright. We probably should have came here after we... Yeah. Alright, I'm going to bounce. I need you to cover for me while I leave. I bet this big fake and all sorts of treats. There should be Mervyn getting that food and sharing some with me. Nah. Oh no! Mervin's just like dagger in the heart, like, oh, okay, well. With the zero standing your food bills. Pardon. Who taught the rough word treat? T-R-E-E-A-T. No treat. Okay. No treat. Oh, it's nice. A prisoner of his lie, just as I once was a prisoner of stone. It is very funny that with Ice, it's just like, oh yeah, I remember when you told me about this weird town. Well. Where you got a magic carpet? Okay. Now, what was the other place I wanted to stop at? I think there was another, there's another Shrine of God I wanted to kind of make stops at before we go check out our place we can go with our tablets. I have to remember where... Wasn't this one? Was it? Let's go check out this. What part of the area is it for the past? I think it's part of Lark? Like, we don't visit it in the past ever. At least, we haven't visited it in the past. It just appears after a different, unrelated, island. Seal the power of the Great Lord, but, like, actual... Oh, yeah, Sacred Stones? I know about Sacred Stones. Yeah. Awesome. So we've gone to like a couple of these shrines. They've been like scattered. But this one, specifically is for the Sacred Stone that we got from the Veil. I got a flower. Alright. Well, with the power of these sacred stones, we can summon the Problems Dragon. Anyway, here's the lotus flower. Ooh. Anyway. Welcome to the Coral Cave. Alright, what do we got down here? Disastropod. Oh, let's put everybody back on our general don't use magic rules. So, we've got a cave down here to explore. You can do this cave at any point after Cirrus. I specifically remembered us being asked about the Sacred Stone, much like us being asked about, There's a couple things like this where from areas in the past and present, you get treasures that open up other things, but you don't have to do them immediately. Like, some of them are expecting you to do it immediately, because you get, like, a fragment and that lets you move forward. But some of them are, like, we went and fought Great Ghost 5, for instance, like, basically right after we got back to the present. We did not have to do that, like, at that point. It was pretty... a sizable hill to climb, but we got there. 3 HP, 4 MP, ooh, 5 agility, 4 strength. It's nice. Anyway, but yeah, welcome to the Coral Cave. This is the cave that must have something to help us out with resurrecting the Almighty in some way. Ooh, Paladin. It's a holy knight. Pearly Gates. That was that for. Oh, that's Max Paladin. Ooh, do we want to go? The big issue with moving off of Paladin is that if I move off Paladin to Gladiator, I have to give up the moves from Paladin for a little while Gladiator levels. But that's probably worth doing. Again, the not keeping skills from intermediate vocations is not something I terribly like as a balance mechanism. I get it, but I don't enjoy it. We probably just want to head back. We're right at the start of a dungeon. Let's see Pearly Gates before I go, like, swap off Paladin, shall we? This is a move we had and saw in Dark Prince, if you remember our... Defend... Pearly Gates. Open heaven's doors to unleash judgment on a group of enemies. I who stand in the light of heaven. One moment. I will be right back. All right, yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes here. Alright. Sorry about that. That was, interruption in person here. Things are all good. Okay. Where the heck was I? Now I have to reorient my brain. Uh, Thanks, sir. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh yeah, talking about how top tier job like vocations work. Nothing inherits anything from middle tiers. You don't get to keep them no matter what, unless you are on them. So like, we have the option to. This is a really awkward bit with Mervin here. We have Max Paladin, and Max Paladin's very powerful. Max Paladin has access to like has access to a lot of strong healing, a lot of strong offense, and a lot of strong bits, and Gladiator doesn't get any of that. Until we level Gladiator up, and even then I don't think Gladiator gets all of it. Are we gonna get Thin Air back is gonna be the biggest one. Like, Thin Air, multi-heal, Kazing, a lot of bits. Like, we're not gonna have them at level 1. I know we relearn some, but I don't know if it's a full relearn. Good chunk? Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I'm walking. The thing is, if it's stuff we have to get from leveling Gladiator, we better start now, right? So. But yeah, it's a funky bit of the job system. So we're gonna swap Sir Mervin. And because Mervin has access to Gladiator and Paladin, we get Champion. So. Champion used to be called God Hand. I remember that one. Because, you know, old standby, the God Hand. God Hand being a very fitting job for Mervin. Also, you know, my arm. So, very cool. I love the like flowing, flowing bit here. It sort of reminds me of Millie. How she had that in her 6 design. But yeah, let's go back on the carpet, and then we can get back over to our cave. Yeah, you go for it. Again, if you got a slime next to your name, you don't need help from me for it. Alright, we gotta fly. There's a tower. Weird tower. Alright, hold on, let me pull this up for you. There we go. There's our Slyo. Our Maribel. And the inspiration for the God Hand here, too, so. Yes. Alright, we're looking to head back to, I think it was, like, right over here. Okay, a little more further south. These are the places we can't get to without flight. And then... Alright, back here. So yeah, we're gonna have to learn what, you know, champion / God Hand is going to teach us. We have to give up some... Like, this is a balance... Like, I like the balance and power on it. Like, switching vocations means that you have to, like, that you pay a price. Like, but... Because in this game, you don't pay a price of level, right? You just, like, you keep switching vocations and, like, you keep the level. But, like, not having the skills entirely feels like such a large hit. Hold on, I wanna... There's one treasure on this level. Oh my god, penguin. Pogo and penguins. Look at them. Oh, they're so happy. Alright, we should turn back on to don't use magic. I know we showed off Pearly Gates. We don't have it anymore because that was on Paladin. Yes, Mervin is Sir Mervin. Okay, we're doing a good job of clear here. Alright, so we learned Selflessness. That's the taunt. Oh, good. We just get Thin Air on 0. That's actually the biggest one I didn't want to be losing. The other ones I'm sad to lose were the Paladin healing effects. Paladin obviously had a lot of the really powerful, like, Magic Barrier, stuff like that, but getting Thin Air back... Ooh, and double up. Okay, getting those back immediately is great. I know that as we level, as I've said, as we level, we're going to be getting a lot of skills. That's how these, like, top tier ones work. They are well worth it, as much as I have problems with, like, the loss of the middle tier vocation stuff. They're like, the top tier ones are worth looking at, like, flat, because they have so many, like, cool things. Also, a lot of stats to go with them. Ooh, an enclosure plan. Sweet. We can bring this over to the monster menagerie, the monster mash, the monster meadows. Monster meadows. Got there. Fright bait. Like, I do want to make that very clear. There's a reason I'm going for Druid. There's a reason I'm going for Hero. There's a reason I want to have those available as our end game classes. Is just because, like, yeah, not having your intermediate vocation abilities is a high cost, but it pays. So, I don't know. I think my issue with it is less like a balance thing and more like a, like how it feels a little arbitrary. It's also an inconsistency thing, maybe. That actually might be the bigger bit of it, because, like, when you are, I know when we were playing 6, everybody was convinced we didn't get to keep vocation abilities in 6 because of how it worked in 7 3DS. And it's like, well, now that you've done it 2 different ways, nobody remembers anything, right? You know what I mean? Like that. It's like once you've invented fading and you invented vanishing, now none of them are like, now you've broken the rules for both of them and nobody will remember the rules ever for anything. Like, that style of consistency. Yeah, 6 you keep everything, but if you like so many people thought you didn't when I was playing through 6, like constantly. Because of 7. Yeah, I absolutely agree that, like, swap, especially because there's not a cost, right? And so... that makes it, like, and from memory, if I might be wrong on this because I haven't played this and I'm just going off of the lists, which might be off or might be missing things. If I remember the way it works, it's not you gain back all the skills from the lower classes. It's a new skill set. So, like, Druid doesn't get the priest stuff that's in Sage. It just doesn't get that. It gets, like, it gets access to a lot of powerful magic, but not the powerful magic you think it's going to have. Which makes, like, heal slime a really important thing because it hands off multi-heal. Absorb magic. Okay, yeah, we're leveling up mage. That's not going to be too big of a thing. Yeah. Seven PS1 had some weird stuff. Like, the thing about 7 on the PS1 that I thought was really interesting was the, like, cross-class skills for, like, dancer plus fighter. I don't remember what the other one is. Like, getting sword dance is a combo setup. So, like, they're different skill sets. I do like the power of monster hearts in this because of the way that they are balanced. You do keep the skills on monster hearts. Hello? Do you know where King Scoober is? It's out of my sight. Like, I'm willing to help out. Ooh, okay. So check out what we got here. It's a turtle! That's right, we got a turtle. But yeah, I find, like, it really important for, especially for, like, iterations and changes on games to be willing to and, like, trying out different ways of, like, hey, this is how we want to balance things. And this system has its pros and cons. I just don't know that it on the balance is as, like, comparatively. Anyway. Mysterious fragment. Okay. Well, we still don't know what... we still don't know what to do with that. What are we up to? 3 now? I think we're up to 3 mystery fragments. That's a lot of eyeballs, friend. That's a lot of eyeballs. That's a lot of eyeballs. Yeah, back to the meadows. Oh, they like waddle like a dog. That's cute. I like their waddle. Yes, we have 4 colors of fragments. Ooh, grapevine to Bloomin' Brawler. Venom? Missed. Okay. I don't think we've tried too much with poison. This has got triangles and, or sorry, diamonds and squares. Yeah, we have the 4 colors, and also in the regions, some of the islands of the past worship elemental spirits, the Father of Fire. Yeah, so we had the Father of Fire. At the last place we were, in Aeolus Vale, there was a statue there of some sort of wind, like, god of wind, like that was in current times associated with our friend from the past, Phileas? Filio? It was filial piety, that's why, but, and like, we've had the statue of the Sphinx is the Earth Lord, right? It's the Fidelia, thank you. When you reach the place of the mark, hold the stone aloft. So, we've made it to an island over here. And here's the mark. So if we go and find that salvation stone and hold it aloft. Oh. Or sorry, not salvation. Yeah, that's hold the salvation stone, which does nothing. Anyway, where's the sacred stone? We have so many stones. Hold the blood ruby aloft and thus nope. Oh, stares into the depths of the blood ruby. Sacred stone. That's right, hold the slime. Hold the heart of the slime aloft, and thus the god slime will descend. Revival of the god slime. We do have many mystical treasures. Hello! Alright. Called forth with the power of the gods. Double check out here. Love it when a rock floats in the air, yeah. Alright. Over here. We've got the platform. Where could this go? We summoned it with the power of the wind. Looks like we're about to go to Kami's Lookout. Well, you say that, and, a little bit? Mervin here. How long has it been since I visited this hallowed place? This is the... Like, Mervin's been up here before. Well, if we're up here, clearly it's the will of the gods that we're brought up here. Too late. So, we have the Holy Order of the Almighty. As they said, the Holy Order of the Almighty found refuge in flying shrines. So, we we found that one sacred stone kind of fell out of the sky one day into the temple. So I definitely couldn't keep a building floating. I love the 4 holy shrines. So yeah, there's the 4 stones that allow the shrines to float. But there's only 2 left. So we learned about the Aelus Vale having one that fell, and then there's the story of the town where our fake hero was just in that also has a story of like guardians of God who lived in the sky who fell and now walk this earth. So we have 2 of those, to match our 2 that we've heard that have fallen. A life embodied by 4 great dragons who watch over this place. So here we have... just like me. So you can see on our map, we have the northern and the east shrine. So we'll go check these out now that we're in this most holy of places. Still inhabited. Like, hundreds and hundreds of years have passed, and the people of these shrines, still up here. Yeah, and hey, perhaps the Almighty gave us these floating islands because he, saw what was going to happen to the world below, and it did. We also talked about ancestors. All right. Sacred Prism Dew for the ritual to revive the Almighty. Well. You take a look at the Vestment of Virtue. It is only wearable. Great, it's magic resistant. It doesn't match up with our enchanted armor. But it is an important item for us to have. As we've said a couple times, we're not going to be able to revive the Almighty without it. It is very stylish too, as you can see in its look here. They didn't count on the Fated Dancer to be a heavy armor specialist. The 11th to 20th generations of the Holy Order of the Almighty. Oh boy. Okay. 20 generations living upon this 31st generation and beyond. So, yeah, the flying islands here give us, again, a very, very rough timeline of, like, 30 generations having passed living on this set of islands. Which, like, how long do you know, what's the line you put on a generation? If you, like, generalize it to, like, 25, you still end up with, like, again, 750 to 1,000 years, which fits my, like, 800 I keep saying. Well, let's go check out the northern one. All right. The Altar of Departure. The only other standing place, and, well, take a look. It's a gray altar. But we only have one fragment that fits on here. Yeah, we have this gray altar, but if we take a look, we still have mysterious fragments. 2 of them, in fact. They're not the 2 that fit this one. That raises even further questions. So, that's kind of what we got here. There's no west and there's no south. Did not color code it for us. Yeah, we found an answer and we found more mysteries with our answer, so. Yeah, it's not quite an Erdrick emblem, the emblem on the ground. If I go up here and take a look at this, it's not like this bit. Like, it's not quite it, but it's also not. Anyway, that kind of leaves us off here. We don't really have, we don't really have any, additional mystery fragments. We've kind of learned about the 4, sky shrines. But we also have a couple fragments to go here, too. So let's take a look at what we've got. Right now, we've got a blue and a green still remaining. Well, not enough for the blue. We're missing that middle piece. So let's check green. I'm sorry, no, we already had all the green. It is up here. It's our yellow pillar. We just did a green one. And here we are. A new place to travel. Let's keep going. We've got the power of the God Hand. We've got the power of the Luminary. We've got the power of the Mage. We've got the power of vines. We got a weird mist going on here. It's very cold. You can see over, like, there's a purple fog kind of everywhere. Not great. If I head south, what do we get? It's no good. Let's talk to our friend here and see what they're feeling about the fog. Oh, yeah. Humans. Oh, the bird archers are here. Oh, there's so many of them now. I'm gonna gobble you all up. Yeah, you can see every area in these modern Dragon Quests. We have our area accent going on. The priest will be angry with us if we harm these humans. Okay, all right. A little bit of a starting point. We got to deal 3 sharpshooters. Made them all laugh. Crush them with the boulder. Ooh, envenomated. Bonk. Bonk. Alright, there's the venom, by the way. 100 points of damage at end of turn. What a wildly strong effect once we have it applied. These have a lot of health, but because they're basic enemies, they can be hit by all our statuses, so we've turn-skipped, confused, envenomed. Like, we're just throwing everything at them because they're just, you know... Too much proximate fave. The Foul Priest. Alright. So we'll learn. In need of succor. So we can't go south here. If we try to go south, we just get Lost Woods. Yeah, Foul Priest is a different kind of priest. Alright, let's go check the sides here. We obviously want to make sure we run into our, finding any chests or things like that in the area. Bonk. Ooh, that's a nice flip. God, those boulders are incredible, too. Comparable to, thin air. Depending on enemies, like in their resistances. Ooh, bang. Okay. Let's do a flip. Alright, Enchanter. Okay, there we go. Oof. Thing's completely unaffected. Okay. Is there a treasure? No, there wasn't. Visible, at least. Okay. Remember, Ruff has access to heal slime effects at the moment. That's kind of our big update we got last time, was we mastered the power of Healy. Ruff is kind of like a Healy. Yeah, poison is an uncommon thing to have, let's say. Oh. Okay. One-sixth, 1/8. So if it hits, it hits hard. Makes sense. Okay. I think we've done a good run around. Let's head into town and hear what's going on with this foul priest and the miasma that has overcome this island. What sort of curse have we fallen upon? Yeah. Something strange afoot. Volgograd. Welcome in Volgograd. Okay. Yeah, poison is walk damage. Okay. Goes to Mount Gora to defeat them. He returned to us to... Oh. Yeah. Him, the priest, the woodcutter, and the woodcutter's spouse. So things have not gone well with trying to deal with this miasma. We have an idea of the source, but we don't have anything we can really do about it. We've already sent a lot of folks off. Look at this place. Got a nice, nice simple beds. Alright. The God Hand. So this is its own new, like, obviously this is its, you know, a different island and the problems it's facing, but the feeling of it is similar to islands we've been to in the past. The oppressive atmosphere, the loss of parts of the village, the darkness preventing crops, the cut-off nature of it all. Now, what do you got in the local shop? Okay. Not bad. Having access to flame tank boomerangs and such. Niet means niet. It's true. The nature of a monster, huh? Do not go to the church if you wish to live. A monster's captured the church. So we've heard about a priest. But we've also heard about... okay. Well, whale. Burn the church and the house of worship at night. Okay. Well. Now Beluga comes back. Well, let's check out the... yeah, baby man is the real... who can say? Let's check out this place. So we got a shed, we got the church. Oh, we know this is the, sorry, we have the, elder's house first. You found adventurers who could fight back against the monsters here and you left them? Strength of many wolves. And yeah, we've got a couple of them. Look, we have the power of a wolf, a wizard, a dancer, and the God Hand hero of God, like the right hand of God. I ask that you obliterate it. Obliterate this foul creature who's taken up the... Okay. You say no, we don't commit? Let's go have our conversation with everyone in town. Also. Yeah. Farming books. Okay. So the fog came through the gates even though they were closed. Something terrible has occurred. So yeah, the priest was part of the party that went up to the mountain and tried to defeat whoever was dealing with this fog. And Mervyn picking on an important piece of, like, what is a monster doing living in the church? And why are we blaming it? Well, it almost seems like a little Wiggles situation again. Let's go get the feel of it before we burn down the church in the middle of the night, shall we? Hello? So, priest and their adventuring party went up to the mountain to try to fight off whoever had been dealing with this mist and then went missing. But the statue's still here. Interesting. If you remember our adventures in Providence. I will revenge you both. Oh. Kid with the little hat, no. This is gonna make Providence even more tragic. Here lies body of an extinct priest, youthful man with abundant bravery, woodcutter and spouse. I feel like it might, Zane. I feel like it just very well might. We have this, monster in a priest garb who, seems unable to speak. Ooh. And they have a Slyo snack at the ready? Okay, alright, well. Don't mind if I do. So yeah. Aisha wasn't with us on some of our previous journeys involving monsters and humans and monsters in that, you know, monstrous humans and humans who can be monstrous. You know? Okay, not back here. Maybe at the house in the bottom left of town, because that's like where the... No, it wouldn't have been the woodcutters. Like... Okay, I see. Talking about like who was left. Yeah, I think let's go down upon this way. Yeah, the woodcutter, because both the parents. The inn. Working for the biggest house, then? So back here to the woodcutter's house. I like the little hat. Is it truly a monster? That hasn't done anything wrong. Well, you know, a happy little child here. So this is Luca, child of the woodcutters. So this is Luca's statue. A little more baby than rough. Okay. So I think we've got a good feel for what, like, for the lay of the town. We've got this priest who's a little, who's living in the church, not harming anyone, but can't speak. Pride of Vogograd. And everyone in town is in a pretty bad way. Alright, but now that we're here again. Hey, come on now. Like, my son is the one who died here. We will not be pushed out of here. Good luck kicking us out, idiot. Like... so tiny. Tiny head. And such a fast movement. Oh my god. So now that we're in town, they feel they've got the power to be able to smite the monsters living out in the church. We've seen how this plays out. Let's talk to Luca. Let's go talk over here by barrels. Violent demise of monster. Look, I want revenge, but like, that ain't the target. Perhaps violent elimination of a creature has done no harm to us is wrong? No monster at all. Eliminate would be a grave sin. Go upstairs. You... Rain fiery vengeance! Yeah. This is a way, way more, so we're coming from the scenario in Not Again where, like, the town is on paranoid edge because it's been hit by disasters, and that paranoia has led it to want to get rid of Wiggles. That follows pretty distinctly, but, like, Wiggles is an innocent little friend. We've not seen Wiggles do anything harmful. The priest here is like, we saw, like, the priest, the woodcutter, like, you know, half the town left to go try to deal with the monster who's making this mist. They died. They all died. And then, in almost a mockery of it, a monster comes back into town, or comes to town, in priest garb, and now is the lightning rod for everything that's occurred. So yeah, a lot more, like, everyone in town is fairly agreed on this. Blazing fiery conflagration. Are you gonna burn down the whole town to kill this monster? Alright, we're not gonna burn the town down. We're instead going to encircle the church, yell fire, and get it to run. Luca's basically the only one in town who's not, Huh, you must be joking, anyway. This one, by the way, is not a Buck Thou Must. Has the feeling of one, even more so than Wiggles. You must utilize physical force and seize faithless travelers. Anyway, we're being thrown in the shed. Bonk, 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 bonk. Clearly, you must be working with the Fiend. Yeah, we can tell by, like, the way that we had the conversation that us being here isn't the necessary force for them to take action, but the impetus for us to take action, for them to take action, rather. They feel more confident in the plan because they have the backing of these, you know, adventurers who were able to take out the owls outside of town. Yeah, sorry about that. And here's our way of exiting, lying to a child. Hey, Luca joins the party. Hi, Luca. Rough and smaller rough. Not quite an actual, like, full party member. Yeah, once the monster in the church is dead, that'll clear everything up. Rough is the rose vine. Grapevine. Fatal error for him. So yeah, we are throwing everything on this one monster's priest. Everyone is part of the monster's party, even the small child. We got bonked again. Sniveling one. So yeah, we not only did they the elder in the town throw the blame on us, or you know, calling us, you know, friends of the fiend there. But, like, is also just willing to say, like, well, Luca has clearly been hypnotized by this monster. Yeah, it is definitely restraint that has us getting beat up here. Like, we're not willing to fight. I would wager that getting Mervyn to fight any other person would be a highly difficult task, right? Like, that bar is pretty damn high. We've seen his thoughts on, like, you know, war and conflict between humans. Anyway. Yeah. The village is in such a boiling rage about things. It's anyone who's not with us. But we've been put on the mountain. This is the mountain where with you here, you know. Anyway, this is our dungeon. Ooh, look! Frizzard. And a berserker! Yeah. Goodbye, Frizzard. Oh, God. Oh, it's the... Smacker. That's a good name. There we go. Ooh, okay. Supporting role. Cursed verse. The Gritty Ditty. Okay, I think Gritty Ditty is the defense up one we've been using in the past. Let's turn on follow orders there. So you've got Cursed Verse. So we've got access to an Illuminary, defense drop and defense up. Okay. Let's check these caves. Oh, God. These things are like terrifying slimes. Slime snack. Slime, evil, in a little bit. Alright, 1 second here. I'm gonna be right back. Gonna... Ugh. You might have noticed I've been on mute every once in a while sneezing here, so... Just take a moment here. Be right back. Okay, I'm back here. First things first, it's Slio Snack time. 3 more strength, goodness. We are in, so you can see we're in Mage. Our strength in Mage is still comparable to Rough and Mervin. 88, 96, 92, like... Alright. No fragment here. That's good to know. Oh god. Hi. Hello. Macho Macho. Okay. Got some interesting Oh! Pink Panzer. Yo, look at that thing. It's cute. Bronze champion. All right, we've got our first line up on Mervin. Falcon Slash, that's double act, or double hit. Multi-Slice, that's the all-target hit. Double-Edged Slash, that's the recoil hit. Undead Undoer. Metal Slash. Look, the number of skills in Champion is kind of wild, just as a... Gust Slash, okay. Toxic Dagger, Helm Splitter, yep, cool, of course. Like, what was that, like 6, 7? All slimes are creatures of the goddess. That's true. So yeah, that was like 7 different slashes. Ah, poison. Oh well. Alright, let's... If we didn't have Weird Whacker, that also would have been included? Goodness. But we... Yeah, our thumb... Ah! Galumph! Ooh, look at these Galumphs. Yeah, that's a Galumph, alright. Just sort of floating. I agree, that is a Galumph. And it even does the get huge move. 9 total. Oh, the fall down, no! That's cute. I don't want to fight you. I don't want that slime. I don't want that slime at all. I don't want that slime. Is that hat offers scant protection from the monster's claws. It's a good hat, though. I surely that's the. It's a very good hat. What? Hey, another enclosure plan. Sweet. Its style is high, its defense is low. Understandable, you know, you gotta... There are different stats for different situations, and when you're fighting against these weird-looking slimes... Oh god, having the roundhouse kick is nice, too. Alright, so we can continue going up this way past the lips. Doing a pretty good job of climbing this tower. Can we climb this mountain? No, we can't. Alright. got Frizzle. Slyo, again, like, the location that Slyo is in... Okay, this is... Boy, howdy. Okay, not that way. Not that way. So, like, this way? Up and around and all... Up and down and all around? Yeah. Up and down and all around. Over here, and then I can go up this side. We get touched by... Ah, smackers. They're so silly. Smooch! Ah, the smooches! Oh, that was cute. Okay, this gets us to here. Pink Panzer, Japanese name is Winged Tiger. Missing links. That's a funny one. Okay, let's check the side, see if there's a treasure. Treasure. Yes! Woo! Always want more of those. What are we up to? 71. Ooh, 71. We need 75, I think, is our next item. It's an enclosure plan, which we gotta go bring those to the meadows, but, like... Yeah, we want to be doing the enclosures over time, so... Head on down this way. Unleash the lightning. Ooh, they're immune to it. Nice try. What level are we on Slyo? 4 or 5? 5, okay. Cat? Gus? Prestidigitator? Meow. Ooh. The very dazzling fight. Okay. We come out on this side. We can go down this way and into another cave. Why did I fill up on Porsche? Mistakes. Clearly. Okay. Ooh, 2 of them. God, Vacuum Wave is such a silly thing to have in the pocket. Oh, hold on. This way is a dead end. We should go this way first. Treasure over there, though. So let's head up and around. You're over here. Ah! The little roll! The boulder. Okay. Nothing up in that corner. Grab it. Meat. Ooh. Rough learned Snooze. That's on our pedal pusher. Pedal crash. Pedal crash. Alright, so now we're on the west side. Going to this cave. There's a treasure on this floor. Let's go around this way. Yeah. Yeah, some dollars. Some stories grow in the retelling. Makes sense. Oh boy. Well. With the saber cub. Okay. Oh, well, round 2. Second verse, same as the first. Alright, that's Mage 6. We get Boom and Dazzle, okay. Making our way up Mage, try to get to, then it's Warrior, then it's Armamentalist. That's our long-term play to get Slyo to Hero. Okay. Up we go. Cat. Yeah, the base classes do level quicker. That's a vocation bit with, like, base vocation, advanced vocation, etc. There is different, like, timings for them all. Those are also all different than they were in PS1. Folks have mentioned, like, I think Priest and such. Like, some of them are, like, half the speed. Or, I guess, double the speed, half the requirements. Ah! A Berserker appears. Berserker. 170 for Mage and PS1, 80 in this. Odd. Yeah, okay. I feel bad for the Frizzard. Ooh! We saw in there a bit of the Luminary's passive. It said that the ice had taken the Berserker's breath away. there's specifically with Luminary, you have like a stun chance on turns. Ooh, oh boy. All right. Silver champion. The right hand of God has increased to. Welcome back, Pearly Gates. Hello, Multi Fists. All right, great. Love to have Pearly Gates back on the menu. For those who wanted to see that again, well, hold on. Let's get ambushed first. Tactics, Mervin, follow orders. Pearly Gates, 20 MP. And yes, Multi-Fist is the, yeah. We might not actually get to cast this here. Holy power assaults the Berserker! So, yeah, Multi-Fist is the 4-hit that can go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Rather than a, like, hitting enemies in order. It hits kind of like random, and then you get like multi-hits on one enemy. So, yeah, Champion has some powerful stuff available to us in here. And we're, of note, by the way, we're at Champion 3. Just for, like, comparison. Mervin's got the unique Pearly Gates animation. Yeah, got the direct line to God, you know? Makes sense to me. Alright. Doing this because I don't want to spend Ruff's MP on this, which is what Auto would do. So remember when we first encountered the owls, they talked about a priest who had told them that, like, we were off limits. We couldn't be attacked. The foul priest. And well, round and round we go. Watch the fog just grow and grow. Spin your tails and sip your trotters. Snort and squeal, you little rotters. With our noxious fog and our little dance, these stupid humans won't stand a chance. The end is nigh for those villagers. When he dies, it will be the death knell for... Yes, hello? Hey, what's good? Yes, a child. Yes. You should leave, child, who I definitely know. You wouldn't be the first. It's tragic. So yeah, we've got the skeletons of everybody who tried up here before. I can't quite work out why mere humans wish to pay me. I mean, these vicious creatures. Father Priest, dude, why would you say these sorts of things? Like, that's my dad's skeleton over there. Like, you came here with my mom and dad. In my desperation, I decided to plead with the monsters. You can have me. Please leave my fellow villagers in peace. You can have anything you want. The monsters promised to not lay a finger on any of the villages as long as I lived. So yeah, the mighty Gasputin. What? Oh my God! I was not ready for Gasputin for our like Russian village. But yeah, so yo. Look at the little dragon that's sitting on his shoulder. So yeah, Gasputin here made a deal with that priest. You know, as long as you live, I will not put a hand on the village, but I'm going to take your human form, and you'll go back as a monster. Allowing the village to undo itself in its grief. I can keep my promise. He gets torn limb from limb. I couldn't have planned it better. Ah! You can't hit the small child. The hat's too nice. So sorry that you will not be around to witness the magnificent and no doubt messy denouement. Anyway, I'm gonna... yeah, but like, what if I bop you on the head a few times, Gasputin? Do you have a defense for that? That's my plan. Alright. Start it up. So, Slyo's gonna be the weakest here, being in Mage, rather than, like, you know, one of our top-end pieces that we've been in the middle vocation. Alright, what do we have? Great. We were a great leveler. Swoosh. Yeah, look at that cool logo on Gasputin. I don't know if this is what we're going to be hitting. I'm going to hit this anyway, because I don't know what else I've got for one. Ooh, we could try the Venom on one, see if that works. Why the hell not? Interesting. I don't have buff available. But we do have the Gritty Ditty on Aish, so that'll be good. Anyway, let's go to town. We've got Multi-Fists, and then Aish on here will be able to Gritty Ditty for defense. Okay. Oh, you've got your own Venomous Vapor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Anyone have access to... I'll try to hit you with Sap while I'm thinking about it, and then... think I'm gonna stick with that. That little bonk is so cute. 60, 60, 60, 60. Look at that damage. That's 250 damage there. Bonk. Bonk. Nice. Yeah, you normally gotta be a monster wrangler for that, but we are putting out numbers. Okay, Rough being blocked on spells is our biggest healing, but look at what the damage looks like now. Numbers are now in our favor by a lot, actually. Yeah, 70 per hit. I love the throw. It's such a good throw. Yeah, Harvest Moon against one target is quite powerful. Just keep throwing it. Just keep throwing over at Slyo. You know Slyo has eaten 100 Slyo snacks and is completely invincible, right? Yeah, keep doing it. Uh-huh. What? Slyo just has taunt. That's wild. I can't believe how, like, Slyo taunted Gasputin like that. Gaga, Gasputin. Alright. 8 HP, great. 5 MP, really like that. Especially with a lot of our more costly moves now. 5 MP is actually a pretty sizable amount. Yeah, hit the mage. Obviously, hit the mage. The mage, like, Slyo looks like a mage. I should hit the mage. Why am I doing 1 damage to the mage? Hold on, what happened? Why is the mage taking... Oh, no. Like, Slyo throws off the robes and muscle wizards out from under it and just like, ooh, yeah. Anyway. Mere humans. So, the obvious answer to why, why Gasputin would have gone along with this is because it allows the village to hoist their own petard, right? It allows them to show their own true nature, sort of thing. Fun thing with Gasputin, looking this boss up, multiple comments weirdly weak for this point in the game, just crush. Yeah. Like, the thing with Gasputin here is that Gasputin has a lot of, like, status effects and doesn't have damage to back it. Venom and Dazed and Fizzled and such, but, like, it's picking obvious. We're not hogs of war. They don't stand a chance. Anyway, goodbye. They also can't make them too difficult because you don't have town access. That's also true. We can't go back. We're stuck in a zone like this, so. Okay, now we need to go save the priest. Alright. Here's hoping things are okay. Oh no. Oh. Things have not gone okay. Well. We've made a show of it. Has the village even noticed that the fog is gone yet? Like, they're so tunneled onto this as, like, the solution to all of their grief, all of their troubles. Luca! And on defeat of Gasputin. The truth is revealed. Look, you gotta help. I literally can't carry him alone. And so, tying us all back, this priest went through it, and then this priest went through it again, huh? You know, the statue will watch over him. Because as we learned in Providence, the priest, the reverend here, showed up beaten half to death with no memory. And still was like, well, I need to do good by all of all of the beings that are in the goddess's purview, you know? He's never done anything wrong. So, yeah, we asked the question a few streams ago with Providence, where, you know, who is this priest? Will we get to learn the answer? But Got a cursed if Maribel was here, she would put 2 and 2 together. That, yeah, because like right now in our party, Aish wasn't there, so she only knows it as a story, right? So she isn't gonna put the 2 together like as easily because she wasn't there for it, to see the statue, to meet the priest. Mervyn seems to be in a little bit of a self-blame on this. Clearly this man of the cloth is the victim here, and if only I had done better, God hadn't fallen. And rough is rough. I love you, Rough. These are the pieces that I adore in this game. The small links between islands. The things that make the world feel like a world rather than the distinct areas that it is. Mervyn is there for Providence because Providence is the first area that Mervyn's there on. Because Mervyn is focused on the, man fighting man, because it's it's monsters calling themselves ruckers. And so he's just like, what is going on here? So let's go see how the town is doing. I'm sure well, I do definitely miss Maribel. Hey, clearly we messed up. What's going on? You know, they weren't there to talk to Gasputin. So, yeah. Everybody's so sleepy. Look, oh God. And the elder here is racked with, combination of, justifying his actions and also, deep regret. Clearly I did my duty. Nothing was wrong. But, oh well, that, everybody's sleeping. Yeah, definitely the combination of, oh God, and, I couldn't have been wrong. Nope, anybody else would have done the same in my position. The only sane action. How could I have known? The priest has just decided it's time to go. Yeah. The three of them's reactions here, especially Mervyn, is strong for them. And here we get our the shadow over the hearts of the villagers remains. I can't stay here. Like, he can barely walk. We have to walk him out of town. He can't walk on his own. He's that harmed. But, like, he's also that harmed. Like, he if I stay, they'll remember what happened. And, like, even at, like, you know, he's choosing to leave because he feels for the people. As we saw with our friend here in Providence, this is one of the most devout, one of the most, like, caring, you know, folks we've ever met. like, hey, you can't even walk. I like this bit a lot. You should be telling the villagers to get stuffed. Hi, Luca. Like, why should you be the one to leave? They're the ones who sucked. I don't believe the priest must stay. I believe it's the priest's choice, too. And, yeah, like... It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy for everybody involved, you know? For Luca here, for the Reverend, for the town. Oh, Luca. Yeah, we still never got his name. They have all been so stupid. Maribel wants more missing out of the statue. Yeah. He says he's a child no longer. He's... Years have been placed upon him over a day. Like, the day that Luca just had, like... What a... You know, him saying he's a child no longer. His parents died. He nearly watched the town, you know, kill the priest who was, you know, companions with his parents. And, like, just everything about it is such a weight to throw on him. If anyone couldn't sleep one night, it was Mervyn. Yeah. And we are, oh my god. Okay. Ma'am, I am incredibly understanding of the situation you were in. But like... You were in it. Like, you can't... Like, I get the choice, but if you're just gonna say you never made it... Let's go see how Luca's doing. I love Luca's little hat. Luca's so adorable. Dependable woodcutter. Luca's full of beans today, isn't he? He's full of beans. Yeah, not... Have a good one, Massa. Well, it's time for us to return. We've gone through our adventure here. Now it's time to head back. We still just need to find one more fragment and see how you know. Vogograd. See how Vogograd looks in the future. God, you're right. Ruff's, like, because of all the traveling we're doing, Ruff, like, must pick up, like, slang and, like, pieces of his accent from, like, all of the places we've been, right? You know, in one way, revenge was had here. So yeah, no more fog. Let's do a little bit of exploring. Monsters live in mountain. So, here's the mountain that we went up and found Gasputin. Gasputin's such a name. Oh, some half-hogs. Oh, I don't have my auto on. That's fine. We're gonna be fine here. Blinded by the sand. Ooh, headliner for Luminary. All right. I'd like to welcome y'all to the reason, other than Harvest Moon. I think Harvest Moon's the other reason you go into this. Here's the reason you pick up Luminary. It's always the reason you pick up Dancer, like the power of dancing. We got the hustle. English translations pull worldwide region, the first and foremost, UK, like Europe. Yeah. Full of beans. Oh, wow, look at this long peninsula here. I see a treasure at the end of it, though, so we are vindicated for the choice of coming here. Love to find a treasure in a world. What's our goodie? Not so macho heart. Okay. It's fine. So, if you remember Hustle, Hustle is the zero-cost multi-heal. Yeah. So, that's the piece that is most powerful here. Hustle Dance has always been a nice thing to have, like a powerful thing. You can't be stop-spelled using it, but you can be stop-danced using it. Come on, everybody, hustle, hustle. But yeah, just a very powerful thing to have. Hustle Dance in Terry's Wonderland costs 80 MP. Yeah, okay. Those nerfed a bit in 7 3DS. Yeah, it's 50 instead of like an actual full multi-heal. Because like multi-heal, I think's numbers is 80. Yeah. From 70-80 to 50-60. 50-60, by the way, on a multi-heal, still like pretty good. It scales in 11 incredibly well. You get it in 9, it's 70-80 for 0. Oh boy. God, 9's gonna be a blast when we get to that. Like, of all the ones we have ahead of us, and there's still many ahead of us, 9 is the one I have, like, the least... Compared to how much time we're gonna spend with it, the least knowledge of. Like, 10, obviously, I have very little knowledge of, too, but we're not gonna be spending a lot of time with 10. I have ideas for what we're going to do with 10, but 10 is going to be more of a field trip rather than a full play. Yeah, I absolutely doing the same open thing that I did with 3, letting people choose characters in 9. I'll try. I will make a very solid effort to try to get multiplayer stuff in. I've got, like... So with 7 here, we've got some, like, different maps and DLC stuff. We haven't touched Monster Meta as much, but I do plan on spending some time with it. So... ...11 made every formally unscaling ability into a scale. Yeah, like Wisdom being a real stat. Which is something that basically just hasn't been true in a Dragon Quest. Like, even right now, in this game, Wisdom is effectively a fake stat. It doesn't do anything. It has... Like, Wisdom and Style basically only exist for... Wherever you're venturing, please take care. Exist for the competitions. Anyway, so, to go ahead and place where we are. Hello. So yeah, welcome back. You know. We've definitely been here before. So as a part of this, last time we had a jump in an area like this, it was a different time scale. Here, we're basically right after. Like, we're still, like... Yeah. We are, like, later, but it seems to be, like... Days or weeks. Like the rebuilding is happening. Oof. If I go back to... I'm just going to take a quick journey back to Albalot here. And then we'll head back to the present. And this is like a different squad, basically, we're with. Okay. Over on the riverbank. Well, we can make a stop over there at least. Very cat-like. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I would put the time scale here on a couple months at most. I don't think it's been a year. I don't think it's been more than like a season, even. Like, it's enough that our presence back is like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. We get a little bit of traveling with a deed here. We can actually go see what this place looks like destroyed. Check it out. So when they said they rebuilt the monument, the likeness here, we didn't get to see what it was before that rebuild, but boy howdy. Okay. This is really nice, getting to see this after the fact. I like that the time scale is still small, but, like, we are seeing a change. Like, it's a real difference. Getting to see, especially, like, the rebuilding of the monument to the Earth Spirit. Oh. It's not mine. You need to give it to me anyway. Oh my god. Sir, you need to... grumble, 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 mutter, grumble, grumble, grumble. It is really fun because we know, like, the history of Queen Fertiti and Hadid here from the present. But, like, again, getting to see this sort of growing right now, how, like, because, like, Hadid and Fertiti had a hell of a time when we were here the first time around. Like, Dr. Digsby forced to reckon with the fuzzy distinction between archaeology and theft. Indeed. And again, Hadid was the one who was certain that Fertiti was working with the monsters, and then found out that she was not, but still was, like, we had it out about, like, what she could be doing to help her people. How many bricks do you think you need for this place? Is it like 7? It's probably more than 7. Again, this is... I put this on the list of things I think that excel in Dragon Quest VII here. Like, pieces of the game that, like, use the time travel conceit in an interesting way. Getting to see the Green Gardens 40 years later. Getting to see the rebuilding here of Elbalon and the likeness of the Earth Spirit. Like, no treasure here. Okay. I had to, like, check in case there was a mini medal. That's why I'm back. I'm glad Dr. Digsby is, like, having a good time and, like, feels like the choice is correct. Hey, Slime Knight. Alright, so let's take the raft back. We're gonna quick head over to Elbalad. Just quick see if folks are there. And then we can head back to the present, which has been kind of our plan the whole time. We're looking for one fragment. That's literally what we're missing. Well, and some unknown fragments for the cool pedestal. He must really like being an elder. Okay. So I think we just head north from here into these mountains. And we can head on. We can't use this pedestal. It's not there. There's only one gate to this time frame. Alright. Let's get out of Ogrograd. And back to the future. Check out... Or head to present Ogrograd, and that could be our spot. We even know where it'll be, because we know where it is in relation to the rest of the world. So I can go ahead and zoom to... Is it not on here? Oh, I can just fly it then. I think I was looking for Albalad when... Yeah, Temple Palace is actually what we have. That was the mistake I was making. Anyway, we can walk from here. Let's do it. Might as well. We know that we can make this walk. Alright. Everyone's concerned over Luca and the priest, the fate of Ogrograd. What happened? Okay, the pass is just sort of a through. Got this swamp. It's a lot brighter now. Keep my eyes on the other side of this swamp. See if there's a goodie. Okay. Just gonna quick over this way. Rare and famous goods available. Alright, we'll stop over there in a moment. We want to go to Volgograd first. Let's see what that, like, statue looks like, too. Oh my god. Yep, yep. Dirty cellar. There was a friend out there, yes. We're gonna... Hey, first we're gonna get a Slyo snack. Thank you. 3 MP. Always a pleasure. Alright, but let's see what's going on with our friend here, because we know how. Lev! Lev is dirty liar. No. My grandpa told me. Oh no, oh boy. Okay, so all the kids are calling Lev and his family liars. Oh, they're being mean to Lev. Oh. All right, let's see what's up. Well, we got the priest. Yeah, tell me about the miracle. Alright. Region was engulfed with fog. The fiends terrorized the village. The priest came to the rescue, sacrificed his human form of a monster. The villagers were so grateful to him, they welcomed him home as a great hero. Suddenly, a group of cruel adventurers emerged. They believed the priest to be truly a monster and tried to kill him. Luckily, the heroic people of the village defended the great priest. You know, actually, we didn't do anything wrong. We did nothing wrong. That's the way that the village came to terms with its guilt, is... Actually, we could rewrite the story and we were correct the whole time. Yep, the adventurers are comrades of the monsters. They did everything wrong. I would wager, much like all... So, we know that the village here was on a time scale very close to Elbalad, and we know that Elbalad was also hundreds of years. So, this is one generation. This is... Yeah. If Maribel was here, she would go back in time and find this place. We celebrated the memory of the priest. He believes his lies. What happened? What, like... We aren't angry, we're mostly confused. Dedea's grave injury. Those children shall answer to me. Fie upon it. Children are much more... Grumble, grumble. After Priest took on form of monster, he returned to the village where a new stone was inserted here. He was given a great and mighty welcome as a selfless hero. Then one day, nefarious allies, scheming fiends emerged. So it's a rewriting of history, but it's not specifically, even a rewriting from, like, the people we saw. It's one of those things that, like, clearly has, like, been shifted over time. Honestly, Village passed. I wasn't angry. I understand folks being dumb in the heat of the moment, emotionally charged, but Vograd present angers me. I get you. Absolutely. It undercuts everybody's choices in the end. Not like in an incorrect narrative way, but in like a way that makes you just feel like, you know, the city failed the priest. They built this monument to try to remember the mistakes that they made, and then slowly it turned into there were never mistakes to be made. It was outsiders who clearly did this. This is a grave injustice, yeah. Is this inscription a tissue of lies? Yeah, so that's where we have Vograd here, where we're at the point where, like, the only, like, it seems only Lev knows what happened. Everybody else in town is very much like, oh, that liar Lev, who just tells fat lies. Yeah, being stupid here at the moment is one thing. Everyone make mistakes, but the biggest mistake is refusing to learn from them. Like, yeah, like, well, it's also a thing of, there's a question of, like, okay, obviously you see this and it's an anger of the village somebody, you know, we revised it and no longer we're the bad guys. We were deceived. We weren't even deceived. We were never wrong in the first place. But that's also not something you can throw on the present, right? Like, Tempest. Oh, Dragon Mail. I probably have to buy this Dragon Mail. Like, it's a group lie that everybody's keeping. True, it is visible that it's not only, yeah, like, spending some time thinking on it. It's the folks in town agreeing that the fake the obviously fake lie about its history is better than the truth. Nobody wants to know it. Like, yeah. What does that put us on for? Water, fire, so ice hits us? But that's okay, we have ice, anti-ice. That's... yeah. No, absolutely get you there. Ooh, meaty treat. The bit that the village is doing currently is putting their head in the sand, right? Like, the legendary prime cuts I was fortunate enough to taste. The perfect meat. Especially, like, if we have the monument here that looks like somebody just carved out a piece, and it's like, well, that's probably normal. So yeah, it's we had a tragedy that happened, and we didn't learn from it. We took nothing. And that's another tragedy upon it. Ooh, this is cute. That was a cute little balcony. Alright, let's talk to Lev. We should figure out what's going on here. Obviously, Lev, you know. 5 whole medals! Damn. My long career. Does the king even exist? Where am I? 5 whole medals. That's a lot of medals. I would. So yeah, Luca and Luca's connection to the priest and Luca's conviction? The way that Luca had to grow 10 years in a day left a mark that still lasts on his family. Like this on our family for many generations. It was not the traveler who attacked the priest, it was the villagers, but no one wants to hear it. Oh god. Yeah, we'll come back and see you. Well, let's go talk to the, yeah. Let's go learn more. As we've been talking about how this is, like, if this is being continually forgotten. No, the metal detector. Well. The metal. the metal detector. Thank you for the Slyo snack. I appreciate it. They have a headstone for the priest that is, yes, like the hero who saved the village. And like, they aren't wrong on the like, talking about like, as pure a soul as him, but like, oh God. Yeah, there may be a trip we have to take to, Providence. Oh, we built up the, Alright, hold on. Let's talk to the... Preventing devious caterpillars. That lady has a great job. The brave and beautiful villagers protected him. We have great pride for our priests and our courageous ancestors. What? You say this legend is not true? What are you talking about? And of course, everyone else, you know. He died in Providence. We saw it happen. He locked us in the basement of the church to make sure that we lived through the assault on the church. Being the best mayor you can be. Force your people to love you. Making the grade. Strategies for mayoral exam. And the bunny ears. That's also a piece of being a great mayor, is the bunny ears. I agree. But yeah, part of the tragedy of this unnamed priest is that we saw him like die for us twice. Like, except that he's the strongest, bestest boy in the world. Okay, well, let's go see. Anyway, check out what we found in the basement, buried under the mayor's house. The text reads, The people believed him to be truly a fiend and attempted to extinguish him. Believing him to be in a league with nefarious fiends in the mountains, we did lay about him with vicious blows and batterings. Despite the truth that he had made selfless sacrifice of his human form to guard us from harm, it was luck only that a present band of adventurers caused prevention of his demise, but damage was nonetheless done, and our great shame remains. This monument was erected in order to cause the terrible truth and the debt we owe to never be forgotten. A testament to our weakness and our memory of the stoic strength of the heroic and holy priest. What? And of course, we even have a note on the back. Well, maybe the kids are all right. You know? Thanks, underlings. And here's our present. This is a piece that we have to do. You know? Thanks, Commander. Oh, yo, this curses. Son of a... Yeah. Perhaps if it didn't exist, let me grab this club that's on the top and I will take care of this artifact. It's better this way if this never exists. You remember everything I said about it being the village putting their heads in the sand? And ignoring the truth rather than like upholding rather than upholding the lie. No. Now we clearly one of his ancestors threw this away, and he knows the truth. Anyway, you were telling me you were fucking leaving. Takes courage to admit one's wrong. The elder has none. Like, Ruff can't understand it. Mervin is incensed about it, and Aish is just like, how do we move on from this? So yeah, that's Fogergot here. Like, there's definitely a note of hope on, like, look, the next generation knows the truth. They know something is wrong with this, and perhaps more could come out of that. But everyone else in town basically thinks they're all lying. Yeah, that, well, Dantis, though, like, that just plays into the narrative, too, right? Of like, oh, wait, another set of adventurers comes and beats up the Elder. Obviously, we were right. We need to throw him in the well. Let's go talk to Lev. They've somehow discovered truth. Oh god, like... And Lev's dad here is like, has kind of the same thought I have of like... Like, Lev's dad was browbeaten into not saying anything about it, right? Like, I'm the only one in town who's, like, going to believe this. Just sort of like, nah, I'm done. Yeah. So that's Volgograd. I really do like this story. I like this island a lot. It has a affecting ending, and a like a kind of real epilogue here, which does end with I think a hopeful note, but like it's certainly infuriating, but it's also not untrue. So anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Next time, we'll do one more pass here in Volgograd. I probably want to buy another Dragon Ale and try to find the kids, but we've been going a while. We'll finish up. We have our fragment for, I think, the last of the regular pillars. I'm talking about how far we are in the game. We're about 70 hours, but like we are making it on those pillars. There's only the one left, and then the one we found up in the sky. So yeah, thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a fun time with this. I enjoyed this one a lot. But yeah, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, subscribe. Thank you to everybody who did some today. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, tomorrow is Yacht 7, like a Wednesday. Friday will be some more Slay the Spire. We'll have our other odds and ends throughout. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.